everyone. Welcome back to another MetaJungle NFT Artist Spotlight episode. Today I have two incredible NFT artists to highlight. They are going to be Armand Sarlangue and Arwin Levinson. The first artist we're going to be talking about today is going to be Armand. He is a nature and landscape photographer from France. He actually started photography full-time 15 years ago, but has always had a passion for it. He says that his father was a pro photographer and that he remembers sneaking into his darkroom when he was a kid and getting hooked on the magic of seeing the image appear on white paper. This then led to him becoming an assistant photographer for his dad around the age of 20 and learning about professional shooting from him. Arvin says that he originally specialized in studio and reportage photography, but has recently switched to nature photography. And he says that being alone in the most remorseful places and translating his feelings of the moment through his images is what motivates him to shoot these photos. So let's go on ahead and learn more from Armand himself. Today's MetaJungle NFT Artist Spotlight is going to be NFT photographer Armand Sarlangue.
Hello, I'm Armand Sarlangue, nature and landscape photographer from France. Nice to meet you all, and thanks MetaJungle for the opportunity to present myself. My photographic approach is about capturing the infinite artistic expression of nature. What it means? It means that I keep my mind open to capture almost anything that I feel is natural, beautiful, inspiring, and that can be the vector of my stories, of my emotions, and also can be the vector of some important message that need to be told about nature conservation and the value of capturing images of place that might be disappeared very soon. I started photography as a kid, actually, with my dad. He was a professional photographer, so he told me a lot when I was a kid. And then I started as a full-time commercial photographer 15 years ago, and I loved it, but a few years ago I had this need to really spend my time on my art. You know, I always created artistic photography, but it wasn't my job. So at some point I needed to spend all my time to do that. Well, since that it went pretty well. I won a lot of awards, included some big ones. I had the chance to be featured and published and exhibited by very important media and museum and photography festivals. I'm super proud about that. I'm in the space since October, and I have some work on Foundation, OpenSea and Slovakia. Thank you very much for giving me the time to present myself. Bye bye.
Wow, Armand did such a great job in this video. I've had a great time getting to know more about him just through communicating, but now seeing this video, it brings a whole new perspective. I feel like you can really see the love he has for nature through this, and it makes you realize even more why he believes that sharing the beauty of our natural world can really help people connect more with it. And then speaking of sharing the beauty of the natural world, we want to go on ahead and highlight a few ways that we see him doing this and also supporting other members of the community who are interested in sharing beautiful moments through photography. One of the first ways is that we see him being so supportive of everyone in the NFT space, and we see him constantly showing support for other artists and collectors through retweets, quote tweets, and in Twitter Spaces. He is constantly attending our MetaJungle Spaces each week, and not only does he attend these Twitter Spaces, he's actually a moderator for the MetaJungle Discord as well, so you can always find him chatting in the general chat channel and answering any questions people might have about the NFT space. So we really, really appreciate all he does and all the opportunities that we have to connect with Armand and learn more about him, his photography journey, and his journey in the NFT space as well. But on top of this, Armand is also he is an incredible team member, not just of the MetaJungle community and team, but we can really see this through the different collectives and collaborations he's part of. In these collectives and collaborations, he works hard among other photographers to create, curate, and market a cohesive body of work composed of art from multiple artists, not just himself. But this has actually really paid off for him because he's part of 2 sold-out collectives and most recently a sold-out collaboration. So the first collective he's part of is the Concurrence Collective. This collective is created by artists for artists, and they are their first collection sold out, and they are currently working on dropping their second collection titled Reflections. But the other collective we see him part of is Artists United, which is made up of 26 artists from 12 countries that all share one vision. And this collective was really cool because it was the first photo collective curated by a collector, which is our very own Alpha Trilogy. And it also came with a buyback guarantee. So Alpha Trilogy loved all the pieces so much and was so proud of the curation that he guaranteed if you got it was a blind mint, a gotcha mint. So if you bought a piece that you did not connect with, then he was willing to buy it back because he would love to have all 26 images in his own gallery. So that was a really cool and a first there, and that's actually a sold-out collection as well. And as mentioned, his most recent collaboration and sellout was a collaboration with fellow artist Mustafa Aiden, who we highlighted a few weeks ago, and another artist. His name is Houston, but his Twitter handle is Downs and Towns, and this is their Fireborn collection. These photographs have actually combined their skills and expertise to bring the dragon to life and sold out their collection of 63 pieces in 2 weeks. So they all contributed one piece that had 21 additions to it. So they were additions of 21, and they sold them in bundles, and they sold out in 2 weeks. And now one lucky collector of these bundles is actually going to get an NFT book as well. So that's going to be really cool. But let's go ahead and take a look at this collaboration. So here's that sold out collaboration. This has been a really incredible collaboration and curation of a collection by 3 different artists. These 3 different photographers are from 3 different continents, and they came together and combined their skills and expertise to create an incredible collection and story of the legacy of the dragon. On top of these images just being absolutely stunning, the descriptions and stories given with each piece are absolutely incredible. They really bring the photos and stories to life, and they intertwine so well together to tell the story of a dragon. And I feel like this really follows Armand's time in this space because all he does intertwine so well to help really show us how incredible and how supportive he is. He's been in the space since October of 2021, and he's done an incredible job since day one of being supportive, creating a great community around him, and just being the amazing Armand all of us know and love. And I know I personally cannot wait to continue to see how he grows in this space and helps the space grow as a whole. The next artist that we are going to be highlighting today is going to be Arwin Levinson. Arwin has been an artist for 20 years now and specializes in landscape photography. She travels often for her photography but calls Las Vegas, Nevada home. She does say that she primarily photographs the American West under dramatic skies, which allows her photography to be dreamy yet realistic. So let's go ahead and learn a little bit more from Arwin herself. Today's featured MetaJungle NFT Artist Spotlight is NFT photographer Arwin Levinson.
Hi, my name is Arwin Levinson, and I'm a landscape photographer who lives in Las Vegas. I mostly photograph the American West, and I love to capture beautiful landscapes under dramatic skies, whether that be sunrise or sunset or at night under the stars and the Milky Way. I've been photographing for about 20 years and full-time for 5, and I've been doing NFTs for about 6 months since July. I would describe my photography as dreamy yet realistic. And I think what really sets my photography apart is that once I've identified a location and a composition that I want to shoot, I'll keep going back again and again until I get conditions that I think really enhance that location. So for example, now I'm in Santa Cruz, one of my favorite places to photograph. And I come here, and on a clear day like today, I explore all the surrounding area to try and find shots that have a compelling composition that I really like. And then I'll come back under the conditions that I'm looking for. So here, for example, I'd like for there to be flowers. So I'll probably come back in March or April and see if the flowers are in bloom. I love chasing snow and fog and fantastic sunrises and sunsets, any conditions that will really showcase that location. And when I finally get that shot, the feeling is unbelievable. So I hope when you look at my photography, you also have that feeling of awe and inspiration, because I am striving to capture the beauty that I see in our earth and share it with you.
I don't know about you guys, but I thought this video was so incredible. I really enjoyed learning more about Arwin's shooting process, as well as more information about herself. I feel like this video allowed us a whole new insight into Arwin, her art, and her journey, not only as a photographer, but also in the NFT space. She tells us what sets her apart from others is determination to get the perfect shot, and I feel like we see this determination in other aspects of her life as well. Arwin's constant support and presence in the NFT space is seen every day, and she shows us she is determined to make a presence in this space, and she definitely has, if you ask me. And today I want to tell you a few things we see Arwin doing often to show her support for the entire NFT space and MetaJungle community. But Arwin is constantly sharing her knowledge of photography with the community, which is absolutely incredible. One of the ways we see this in the MetaJungle community is our artist feedback AMA sessions. Arwin has actually co-hosted 2 of these sessions alongside Sarah and Lindsay, and they are our 4th and 5th landscape photography sessions. These AMAs focused only on landscape photography, and our 2 hosts provided honest review and feedback of 10 different NFT collections, and many artists found these sessions really helpful for curating and creating their NFTs. So that's a really cool way that we see this. But Arwin doesn't just host these AMA sessions for MetaJungle. She's also helped co-host many of our Twitter spaces. One of the most recent of these spaces being one of our MetaJungle Monday chat and shares. And she's an active Discord member, so she even has her own channel in the MetaJungle Discord where you can come in, say hello, and stay up to date with her NFT journey, which is really, really cool. It's an experience I know that I really enjoy being able to have, and a connection that I enjoy. But not only do we see Arwin support constantly, we see her presence in the NFT space constantly. And one way we see this is through her incredible art that she shares. And today we are actually going to check out her 3 available NFTs right now. So here we are in Arwin's foundation profile. We're looking at this profile today because all of Arwin's NFTs, she only has 3 available on the primary. And 2 of these are actually listed on Foundation, but we can see them all on Foundation because she's listed them on her own Manifold contract. So the first piece that we're going to look at is Eye of the Crater, which is an absolutely incredible piece. I love everything about this. I feel like it really captures and showcases Arwin's style of work so well. I mean, she literally tells us she captures incredible moments under dramatic skies, and if this sky isn't considered dramatic, I'm not really sure what is. But the next piece available is called Blanket of Tranquility. And this really captures the moment, I feel like. Like, when I view this piece, I just feel so calm. I can almost feel the chill of the breeze as it blows and feel the sharpness of the air I'm taking a breath from because it's cold and wintry. And I just love that. I love that I can see this piece and just instantly feel like I'm in that moment right there. But the final piece that we're going to be looking at is Walking on Stars. This is another piece that is showcasing just exactly what Arwin does. It's such a stunning piece, and you just know you have to be patient and determined to capture this. And I just feel like everything that we've talked about from Arwin today really shows her determination to make her time in the NFT space count and memorable. She joined in July 2021, and I'd say so far she really has done just that. I really appreciate all that Arwin does each and every day, and I really look forward to continuing to be able to connect with her and follow her journey in the NFT space. So I really appreciate all that Arwin and Armand both do, not just for the MetaJungle community, but the entire NFT space in general. It's so cool getting to see all the different interactions, connections, and everything else in between that they get to make each and every day in this space. And I am so glad that I have had the opportunity to be one of these connections and interactions. But guys, if you are interested in being one of our Artist Spotlight, let's connect. I would love to be one of your interactions and connections as well. You can reach out to me at BossMom99 on Discord and Twitter. But with that, guys, I will see you next time. I'm so excited to highlight and spotlight some more artists, and can't wait till then. Bye.